Hello everyone. The topic is connective tissue. In the animal tissue, mainly four type of tissues are there: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, neural tissue. So today, connective tissue. So the connective tissue is originated from mesodermal germ layer. So the main function of connective tissue is it will connect and binding and supporting to the other tissues and also the internal organs. Then it consists of fibers and ground substances. The fibers are collagen, elastic and reticular fibers. The ground substances are water, protein and polysaccharides. So here, based on the composition of matrix, already we know the extracellular matrix. So based on the composition of matrix, the connective tissue divided into three main types. So that is connective tissue proper, skeletal tissue, fluid connective tissue. In connective tissue proper, we have loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue. So it is based on the composition and based on the arrangement. This connective tissue proper divided into loose and dense. Again, in loose connective tissue, we have three types. One is areolar connective tissue, adipose tissue, reticular tissue. In areolar tissue, we have a code APFM. APFM. In that, which cell secrete which type of secretion. So that is important for MCET and NEET. So this is the MCQ. Which type of cell produce which type of secretion. So here APFM, A means here adipose cells to storage of fat, plasma cells for production of antibodies for immune system, fibroblast cells to produce fibers, mast cell secretions are heparin, histamine, serotonin, bradykinin. So this is the 2 marks bit in the IPE. Next, macrophages are the phagocytic nature. Here phagocytic means kill the microorganisms. So that process is called phagocytosis. Then heparin is an anticoagulant. Histamine is an immune response. Serotonin is for vasoconstrictor. So here vaso means blood vessels. Blood vessels constrictions. Then bradykinin means vasodilator. The increase the volume of the blood vessel. So that is bradykinin. So here serotonin means reduce the volume of the blood vessels. So here the term indicate broad means here dilate. Serotonin is constrictor. So these four are the secretions from the mast cells. Very important in the IPE, even though in MCET and NEET also. So you have to remember the secretions of mast cells. So this all about the areolar tissue. Then come to the adipose tissue. So here adipose means to storage of fat. In that again two types. Based on the color, the adipose tissue two types. White adipose tissue, brown adipose tissue. That is called VAT and BAT. So this is also important for 2 marks in the IPE. White adipose tissue seen in the adult. Brown adipose tissue is seen in the fetus and infant. Then third type of loose connective tissue, that is reticular tissue. So this is formed by the reticular cells. The main function is to supporting and frame network in the tissue. Then come to the dense connective tissue. Its name itself indicates dense means tightly packed. So in the dense regular, dense irregular and elastic connective tissue. In the dense regular connective tissue, we have a tendon and ligament. This is also important IPE 2 marks bit. So tendon and ligament. Dense irregular tissue is located on periosteum, endosteum, pericardium, heart valves. These are the locations occupied by the dense irregular connective tissue. Then elastic connective tissue. So name itself indicate elastic means elastic nature. So here walls of arteries, vocal cords, trachea, elastic ligaments of vertebrae. So these are the dense connective tissue. Then move to the second main type, that is skeletal tissue. Skeletal will give the support, right? So here again two types, cartilages and bone. So here the cartilages and types are the important 4 marks in the IPE. So here different types: hyaline cartilage, elastic cartilage, fibrous cartilage. So here the most common or weakest cartilage is hyaline cartilage. The example means where is the location of hyaline cartilage means nasal septal cartilaginous rings. Then elastic cartilage, pinna of ear and epiglottis. Then fibrous. In the exam, they ask the question like what is the strongest cartilage, what is the weakest cartilage, what is the most common cartilage. So you have to remember hyaline is weakest, fibrous is strongest. So it is the location at vertebral disc and pubic symphysis. Then come to the type of skeletal tissue, bone. So bone is a solid, hard and rigid connective tissue. In the bone we have a two types, that is sponge bone, that is compact bone. So in the compact bone we have a structural functional fundamental unit is Haversian system. So that is 4 marks in the IP. Next, fluid connective tissue. Name itself indicate fluid means liquid. So it is also one type of connective tissue, that is fluid. It includes blood and lymph. So in blood we have a blood cells and also plasma. So in blood cells we have RBC, WBC and platelets. The plasma constitute water and as well as substances. So in the next video we discuss about total fluid connective tissue. Thank you.